I thought I would go through 12 different ways that you can increase your DPS as a Fury Warrior. The first thing you want to do as a warrior is you really want to get your rotation fixed. You can basically look up online what your rotation should be, get your rotation sorted. Let's look at number 2. Number 2 has to do with your stats. So you want to get your hit rating to 142. Basically, 142 or over is a 9% hit rating. And when you've got 9% hit rating, that means you basically will hit every single time you use yellow damage. So any of your abilities should hit the enemy. The only time that they don't is with expertise. You want 6.5 expertise or 4.5 expertise if you have weapon mastery, which is a talent that warriors can actually get in the Fury tree. So weapon mastery is quite good. There's a lot more expertise items hopefully coming down the road. So yeah, definitely want to get your hit and your expertise up as quickly as possible. But a little caveat, I actually have the Shapeshifter's signet here, which gives you 20 expertise. But the loss of other stats means that this isn't actually worth using at the moment for me. 3, which is get slower weapons. Okay, so if you actually look at your description for Whirlwind, it basically takes both your weapons damage and applies it. So basically, yeah, slower weapons means your damage will be higher, and this means that your Whirlwind will do significantly more damage. I've got this dagger. This dagger is junk, basically. It's got 1.8 speed. But if you look at my other weapon, which is Dragon Strike, the speed is 2.7. My BIS item for my offhand is actually the Talon of Ashura. Again, look at that. It's got 2.7 speed to it. So that's pretty cool. It actually drops from Serpentine Cavern, Morrogrim Tidewalker. So look out for that, because that's one of the best. So you've got the Nether Bane, which I would be happy with. It's, again, not quite as good as the other one. Download this, download Atlas Loot, and have a look at what you actually want to get. Also, go online to look at BIS lists. To number 4, yeah, we're up to number 4, is get your pots. So there's 4 items I routinely use. I will use either an Elixir of Major Strength. The Elixir of Major Agility actually gives you a bigger advantage. It gives you quite a lot of crit rating. And the other items I routinely use are the Adamantite Weight Stone, Adamantite Sharpening Stones. So one of these will give you 156 attack power. 2 of these will obviously give you double that. If you have a shaman or a druid or even a paladin in your group, they can give you some very nice buffs. The druid buff is a 5% crit increase. The more crit you can basically get, the more flurry you're going to get and the more happy you're going to be. If you have a shaman in your group, talk to them. Are they going to give you Wind Fury, or are they going to give you an agility totem? If you get Wind Fury, you can only use a sharpening stone on your offhand. You can't use one on your main hand, because otherwise it won't let Wind Fury proc. The agility is also pretty good. Okay, so a good way of increasing your damage is having as much uptime as possible. You basically want to be in combat and you want to be smacking the enemy. Let's say you're in combat for 10 seconds, someone else is in combat for 12 seconds. The person who is in combat for 12 seconds is likely going to do a lot more damage than you. Next one, keep Rampage up as much as possible. So I've got a cool program. Highly recommend you guys check it out. There are other videos. This add-on is called Tell Me When, or one word. And yeah, you can go and search for some cool videos on this for Warriors. You guys see it's appeared on the screen. It tells me I can use my Bloodthirst and my Whirlwind. Also tells me I do not have Rampage up, so I'm going to click Rampage. You'll notice it disappears. It also tells me I don't have Battle Shout, so I can use my Battle Shout. It tells me I can actually use Heroic Strike. now it tells me, yeah. So basically you can program this to tell you what to do, when to do it, and it's really, really useful, especially if you have a big screen like mine. I'll probably make another video about how to do this, so do like and subscribe. The next tip is to use an add-on called Pawn. Okay, so what Pawn does in a nutshell is it tells you how good your items are. So it recognizes I am a Fury Warrior. So if I scroll over this, it will tell me at the bottom there, it says there's a 20% protection upgrade. So if I put that in there, for example, it will now tell me that there's a 12% protection upgrade on this one. So now, as you can see, there isn't a protection upgrade. These two are the best for protection. This one, however, is the best for arms and fury. So I can put this back in there. As you can see, this is Pawn, P-A-W-N, doing this. Very, very cool add-on. You can also click this button here, and you can drag and drop any item you want and compare them. So here I'm comparing my two rings, and it will basically give you all the information about these. The other really cool thing about PAWN is it basically gives you a snapshot. So let's say an item comes up for rolling in a run. PAWN will give you a really quick overview. Is this weapon going to be an upgrade? Is it actually worth getting? How significant will the upgrade be? It isn't foolproof by any means, guys, but what it does do is it just basically gives you quick information, can help you make better decisions about what you want to roll on, for example. So really good. Next thing I was gonna say is do a lot of research on your gear, read about your character, see if you can join your relevant discords for your particular class. I know there's one for Warriors called Fight Club, which tells you all information and stuff. But yeah, learn as much as you can about your character, because there's a lot of interesting little tidbits that you can basically learn, which kind of tells you what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, for example. So yeah, become a sort of expert in your class, and also learn about other classes, you know. Also, if you've got upcoming gear, learn about where you want to go to get the best gear. If you are into pugs, for example, you can find the instance with the best armor for you, or whatever it is. Basically just do as much research as possible. Okay, so I'm going to go to a different phase now. So wait, here we go. Hopefully, I'm just checking. Yes, that's the program I'm using. Okay, so the next tip is get Ball's speed or Cat's swiftness, because what these do is you can get an enchanter to give you these. It will give you an 8% run increase in speed. And remember what I was saying about being in combat as much as possible. If you can get into combat 8% faster than someone else, you are going to have an advantage in DPS. So get these enchants. The ball speed one is probably the cheapest of the two. Let's have a little look at the stats on this. I don't have these personally. Okay, you need 8 large prismatic shards, 8 primal earth. So again, that's not that bad really. But yeah, the advantage is huge anyway. Just with the 8% increased speed. It also means that you can get to places faster. You can grind more money. Basically, it's good for everything. But yeah, my favourite enchant is definitely that one. Oh god, you can see my list now with all my terrible handwriting. So, I haven't spell checked this, guys. I just like to write, messy notes. Last tip is stay alive, okay? Might sound really obvious, but let's say you have 5 bosses, okay? and on the last boss you die because you run in too quickly and you get aggro, and you can't take it and you die. Okay, happens all the time. Obviously good if you can avoid that, but yeah, if there were 5 bosses hypothetically and the last one you died on, that's a 20% loss of damage right there. So okay, I'm gonna end it there, guys. Hope you found this useful. Please like and subscribe like I said, and goodbye. Ooh.